So the tactical light is composed of 6 different pieces. We have the top portion and the bottom portion of the light here. And then we also have the bracket that mounts onto the Picatinny rail on the Maglock Ultra. It can also mount onto other KobraVR gun stocks that have those side Picatinny rails on them. But I don't know how many of their gun stocks come with those side Picatinny rails. Anyway, moving along, and I should say that there are 2 different pieces here for a reason. They're not mirrored of each other, because you have one side which has the tapered holes for the screws to go into, and whoa, the other side just has the straight holes here for so that they can thread into that. And you will need 3 screws for this piece. You'll have an M4 by 30, so 30 millimeter long M4 screw that goes into here, which is what mounts it to the gun. And then you have 2 M3 by 12, so 12 millimeter long M3 screws that will attach these 2 halves of the bracket together. The other parts we have here are the lens portion, and this one I always print in clear PLA to give it that clear lens look like on a flashlight. And this part I've just printed in white so that you can see that bright color through the lens, and it just gives it a nice flashlighty look, in my opinion. The top and bottom pieces here, they screw together. You can see the threads there, and then if I go down here, you can't really see the threads unless I switch over to this, and you still can't see them because I have it in black. You can't really see the threads in there very well. But yeah, it's threaded, so they thread together really nice and tight because the threads are fairly fine. So I'm just going with the standard 0.2 millimeter layer height, and I've just left everything here on the default for the eSun PLA Plus settings that are built into the Bambu slicer. For strength, I'm going with 3 wall loops, 4 top shell layers, 4 bottom shell layers, 25% infill, and a rectilinear infill pattern. You're, of course, free to change any of that you want. I'm going with the default speed of the Bambu Lab P1S. For support, I'm doing tree supports, and I changed the threshold angle to 15 so that it just supports like the most critical areas. Everything else is, like we have the circular areas for the screws, which those do not require support. You can just print those as is. And yeah, those are the settings I'm using. So I hope you guys enjoy this model and enjoy your KobraVR gun stocks.